pigeon is she chasing it far?
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday she just dipsy doodled, so. She's been chasing these pigeons hard because she don't want anything else.
She likes ducks.
She hadn't quit yet. Fucking pigeon's going home.
There she's turning.
Okay. Let's see if she can figure this out.
She's over half a mile away. But she's coming back. She's got some pitch too.
Yeah. Well, as soon as she sees me, she just sets her wings and starts coming down.
Yeah, we'll have to flush as soon as she gets back.
Yeah.
And with GPS,
I've tried.
it's possible.
Yeah, it is. I've tried to time this, but man,
I'm not hearing anything either.
I'm not hearing shit. I didn't see anything on the camera either. Wow, she's 300 feet.
How far away still?
She's closing fast. She's coming right back. "100 yards. Ha! 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 She's down to... Yeah. She's still chasing. No. That was lucky those flushed. I didn't see him. You know.
Did she get it? What's the GPS say?
She no speed and she's right by the river.
Well, let's go get her.
Well, of course she either landed or caught it.
It's closest to the shore.
Here.
I got my head too. Yeah, drag it home. Girl, drag it back.
Come on.
You got those branches you can hang on to if need be. I don't think she's coming. I think you gotta go get her. The edge is gonna be thin, but out there it's gonna be thicker. If you don't want to pick her up out there, you can just grab the duck and kind of sling it, slide it all the way over to the bank. I don't know if it'll go far enough, but...
That's what I'm doing.
She's sort of going towards shore, but she's making it harder for you.
Like a dead duck.
Oh yeah, she's had it dead for a while now. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not really. I'm gonna fling this duck in a second.
You gotta get clear of the tree. It's Falcon caught a duck here on the ice. We're just recovering it. Sorry for the intrusion. Well, nobody went for a swim. That's good. There, she can be happy with it. Did you have a hat?
Yeah, somewhere. I don't see it on the tree. Where the fuck it go?
Is it in your hood?
Probably. Oh yeah. Well,
So Clyde was very efficient this morning.
well, she got her on the ice. Good morning, last flight of the year with Elroy. It's a beautiful day here. Little jumpy, this bird. Here he goes. $220 He waits on real tight. No! Whoa! He nicked him. Waiting for another one. Got a bird crabbing. Come on. Atta boy. All right, buddy. Sure is fun. A fun bird. Flies so well. Good morning, American falconry enthusiasts. Dave Perfetti speaking. Today I'm going to bring to you some news about Steve Jones and basically give you my version of his eulogy. If you didn't know, Steve passed away on March 26th of melanoma cancer. It was very untimely and unfortunate, and I wish he was here with me today. Thus, we have the empty chair. We'll talk about Steve a little bit. I met Steve sometime around 1995 when he moved here because his brother lived just north of here working on a ranch. He was a ranch hand, and Steve wanted to practice his falconry out west. I had the same idea around that same time and moved here in 93. So Steve got into town, got a job at the ranch, and he was a very social falconer and found out there was a falconer in town, yours truly. So we got together and started hawking, and his brother mentioned that he should start a magazine, and he mentioned it to me, and so we were off and running in 1995. We got our first issue out of American Falconry in fall 95, and 30 years later, we published our last issue in 2024 in the fall as well. Both was quite a journey with Steve. I enjoyed many decades putting 92 magazines together with him and hawking in the field. We went through each a half a dozen birds, a half a dozen dogs, several horses, and it was quite a journey. And he will be missed by the community, his family, and me, of course. Losing a dear friend and a colleague. So, with that being said, he had quite a journey and was quite analytical thinker. He taught himself really to do anything he wanted to accomplish. When we started the magazine, desktop publishing was in its infancy, and so the timing was right for us to start a magazine. And he taught himself these complicated programs on these very low quality computers at the time. We barely had enough memory to keep us making a magazine. However, he figured it out. He taught himself PageMaker, Photoshop, InDesign, and I was kind of the creative and management type, and he did this analytical part of finding subscribers, and he was a very social falconer. So he reached out, and we wanted to start something new. The only publications at the time were NAFA, and we wanted something to set us apart and be different. So we went a little crazy with the Photoshop. I did as well as a photographer, having been exposed to Photoshop. As you see, our early issues were quite over the top with Photoshop, and we set ourselves apart that way. And as time went by, publishing got easier. The computers got better, the RAM, the memory, and however, the demand for printing went down because of the internet. And when we published our first issue, it costs more than when we published our last issue. Twice as much, as a matter of fact. All over the world, they had $1 million Heidelberg presses that were just sitting idle. And because the demand for print was so down, the cost was cut in half. So that helped us stay as a viable business to keep bringing you a magazine 92 times. So that's a little history behind all that. In fact, the printing cost in the beginning was so high that we could only print half the magazine in color. To reduce the cost, we had to do half in black and white. And by the time, of course, the 92nd issue, 30 years later, it was half that cost and all in color. So that's a little quick and dirty on how the magazine went. Steve's illness, if you didn't know, he died of cancer, melanoma. His brother also died about 10 years ago from brain cancer. So it kind of ran in their family a little bit. But Steve was complaining about a stomach ache, and he thought he had an ulcer. And so they treated him for an ulcer, and a month later it got worse, and they looked a little deeper, and it turned out to be a tumor. When they discovered it, it was on his liver about the size of a baseball. That was in November. And by March 26th, the tumor was the size of a basketball. And it overwhelmed his body, and it killed him. So unfortunately, the community lost quite a member of the community here. He was a bus driver. He knew all the kids. He knew all the parents. He took them to all the sports. He watched them all grow up. He started that job, I think, in 2003. So for over 20 years, he did that. And he also was active in the volunteer fire department. And they really enjoyed Steve's analytical thinking, the way he would put things together and learn so quickly. So they're going to have a service for him on April 18th at the community center. The volunteer fire department has pretty much taken control of that, and it's going to be an event, I guess, so, at the Dayton Community Center here. So I just wanted to bring you that news. Following this video, I dug out a lot of old slides, and I put them after this so you can watch some of Steve's growth from the time he first arrived here in 95 as a young man practicing falconry. He liked to fly casts. He flew 2 casts, and it was a lot of work. I always thought, why he want to handle 2 birds and 2 dogs all at the same time in the field, and he managed to do it. He taught himself how to do that as well. And his big thing was to catch game. So he really enjoyed bringing you his videos regularly and videoing his progress with different birds. As you know, if you've been watching the YouTube channel, he really enjoyed that, and he said that to me many times. So I'll continue bringing you some. I just wanted to share these photographs. I've got probably 10,000 slides in storage that I haven't even, I culled them out when we shot them, and we put some of them, a lot of them, in the magazine, but some of them are really amazing shots, and you'll enjoy seeing it. And I'll bring you more of those as they come up in the future. Just want to appreciate you watching and giving Steve your attention. Really did a lot for him. And I asked him, how he felt about passing, and he said no one should have a bucket list. They should be living their bucket list every day. And he also said he was very happy where he was in life, and he didn't really miss out on doing anything. He was just doing what he wanted to do and didn't want to do anything else. So with that, I can tell you to appreciate the people who accompany you in the field, because you never know. when that will come to an end. And all things come to an end. So anticipate your life sometimes changing unexpectedly and eventfully sometimes. So with that, I bid you farewell. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for being here. And God bless. Happy Easter.